Animal Stories Part 3. Well, the story is Charlotte's Web. It is an extract and it has been written by E.B. White, the American writer. My name, said the spider, is Charlotte. Charlotte, what? Asked Wilbur eagerly. Charlotte A. Charlotte A. Gavatica. But just call me Charlotte. I think you're beautiful, said Wilbur. Well, I am pretty, replied Charlotte. There's no denying that almost all spiders are rather nice looking. I'm not as fleshy as some, but I'll do. I wish I could see you, Wilbur, as clearly as you can see me. Why can't you? Asked the pig. I'm right here. Yes, but I'm nearsighted, replied Charlotte. I've always been dreadfully nearsighted. It's good in some ways, not so good in the others. Watch me wrap up this fly. A fly that had been crawling along Wilbur's trough had flown up and blundered into the lower part of Charlotte's web and was tangled in the sticky threads. The fly was beating its wings furiously, trying to break loose and free itself. Fish, said Charlotte, I dive at him. First, said Charlotte, I dive at him. She plunged head first towards the fly as she dropped a tiny silken thread unwound from her rear end. Next, I wrap him up. She grabbed the fly, threw a few jets of silk round it, and rolled it over and over, wrapping it so that it couldn't move. Wilbur watched in horror. He could hardly believe what he was seeing. Although detested flies, he was sorry for this once. There, said Charlotte, now I knock him out so he'll be more comfortable. She bit the fly. He can't feel a thing now. She remarked, he'll make a perfect breakfast for me. You mean you eat flies? Gasped Wilbur. Certainly, flies, bugs, grasshopper, choice beetles, moths, butterflies, tasty cockroaches, gnats, midges, daddy long legs, centipedes, mosquitoes, crickets, anything that is careless enough to get caught in my web. I have to live, don't I? Why, yes, of course, said Wilbur. Do they taste good? Delicious, of course. I don't really eat them, I drink them, drink their blood. I love blood, said Charlotte, and her pleasant, thin voice grew even thinner and more pleasant. Don't say that, groaned Wilbur. Please don't say things like that. Why not? It's true that I have to say what is true. I'm not entirely happy about my diet of flies and bugs, but it's the way I'm made. A spider has to pick up a living somehow or the other, and I happen to be a trapper. I just naturally build a web and trap flies and other insects. My mother was a trapper before me. Her mother was a trapper before her. All our family have been trappers. Way back for thousands and thousands of years, we spiders have been laying traps for flies and bugs.